Okay, we're in part 3. I've been developing the field or the ground, and what I added now is what you might say are images. You could call them ladders. I don't sort of look at it that way, but I have repeated this image often, and after looking at it, instead of, like here, I put a solid with the spray paint. A little bit different than the chromium, but I wasn't entirely happy with it. I left it like that. I'll probably go over it. Now when I'm using spray paint, the medium of spray paint, it's not water. So when you use spray paint, and if you're gonna work over it, you have to sand it a little bit to go over it if you're gonna brush over it. But anyway, I'm gonna leave that now, perhaps go over it. But what I'm doing is still building the space, the ground, pulling out and trying to find a direction for this. So let me just sit down here. I also wanted to point out, initially, everything counts. The drips, those are all intentional. The lines, how smooth they are, how sharp they are, where they end, that all matters in the end, for me. So I'm still with 2 colors primarily. Now I introduced another blue, but I'm still in the blue range. Eventually I'll pick another color to complement this as I pull out and accent the colors. Right now, this is where I've been going with it, pretty much flat still. And the way I build it up is, instead of layering brushwork on it, I layer paint, spray, marker, brushwork to build up and pull out. Again, it's like a dialogue with the painting itself. So right now I added these 2 and this color down here. I'll think about it overnight, and early in the morning I'll come back and I'll start working on the next level. As I mentioned earlier, there's the ground. Then I work with my picture library, which I'll be showing in the next video, silk screens, stencils, and I'll start building up and pulling out. Once I start doing that, then I see what the connections are. They may be unconscious, but I want to bring them out in the forefront. And that's what I'm doing here, bringing things out in the forefront. I have a ground, and now I'm going to pull things out, lay things on top. But I wanted to point out that all of these little things matter. They're not just put there. Each drip, that's something, you know, I don't control the drip exactly how far it goes down, but I intentionally put that down. Even the drips here, it depends upon how heavy I lay the paint on. But these are all things that I'm thinking about when I'm doing it. And these are aesthetic decisions. They are the look, the feel, the emotion. It's everything building up to what's gonna be. And that's why I find painting so exciting. I can start with something, a blank canvas, literally, and I can bring things out, show things, explore things, exhibit things. And that's what I'm gonna do here. I don't know where it's gonna go. I'm already thinking, since some of my earlier work just before this was with cells and computer circuits, that I'll probably move more in that direction, but we'll see. So right now, as you can see, It's an additional color. Some may call that an image, but to me it's still the ground. So let's see where it goes from here. This is number 3. The next time I will be working on silk screen, laying on top, and then trying to pull things out. Thank you again for watching.